Now with binomial probability, we have the expected value and the standard deviation. And let me give you guys a formula, okay? Now, I'm gonna say the formula is gonna be n, the mean is gonna be n times p. Okay, what does n and p mean? Remember, n is our sample. How many on our sample? P, I'm gonna say the probability of success, and Q, probability of failure. This case, I'm not gonna use Q, but I'm gonna say probability, the mean. So what's the expected value? N times P. Let's take a look at an example. LeBron James is 74% accurate. Okay, 74% accurate. So I'm gonna say my P is 0.74 and my Q is 0.26. Okay, so 74% success, 26% failure, because he's 74% accurate at shooting free throws. Out of 20 attempts, how many shots is he expected to make? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, in this case, my N is 20. Now, how many is he expected? Basically, what's what we're looking for, our mean, the expected value. I'm just gonna go, I know the formula is N times P. I'm gonna go 20 times 0.74. And in this case, let me see, use a calculator necessary. In this case, I get 14.8. Okay, so he's expected to make almost 15 out of his 20 shots. Good. I'm just gonna leave it at 14.8. Now my standard deviation, let me change this to blue so we see a different color. My standard deviation is going to be different. Let me give you guys the formula. I'm going to multiply my n times my p times my q. I'm going to multiply n times p times q. That only gives me the variance, but I want the standard deviation, so I'm going to get the square root of that. So remember, I'm going to multiply n times p times q, and then I'll get the square root of that. So LeBron James is 74% accurate. So I know my P is 0.74. My Q is 0.26. Out of 20 attempts, what is the standard deviation? So my N in this case is 20. So I'm going to multiply 20 times 0.74 times 0.26. Now for standard deviation, I do use my Q, not for the mean. So I multiply this out, and whatever I get, I'm gonna get the square root of that. Okay, now here it gives me a long decimal, 1.961631. I will tell you how much to round it, either 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places. I will tell you how many decimal places on the homework.